But I gotta ask you, one of the things I love about you is the fact that you're not afraid to speak up or talk out against anybody. Because so many people play it safe. Nobody fucking wants to say anything. Just over the last less than 24 hours, I've seen you get into a kind of a Twitter spat with the guys from Who Are These Podcasts.
Yeah.
So, can you tell us about that feud, what started it, and what happened?
Uh, I think what happened was at one point they, because they go after people's podcasts, right? They listen to people's podcasts and they make fun of them, and so they never approached me, or maybe they did approach me, but I'm not sure. I think they didn't, but I basically said, uh, that they're clowns because they want to be friends with Anthony Cumia from Opie and Anthony fame. So there's a guy who does a show on Compound Media which I used to have a show on called my show was called Burning Bridges. His show is called Would You Kindly, and one of the reasons I quit Compound Media is because his name's Erok. He came in. He's like, I'm the boss now. Anyway, his show's awful. He came in and right away, and he put his show up on YouTube. So I didn't even know we could do that. Basically, say, we're supposed to be behind a paywall at Compound Media, and so he put a show. He put a show up, I guess, behind a paywall. But then he put it up on YouTube, and I was like, oh, I didn't know we could even do that, because you would want to do that to have more people watch it, right? But that would kind of defeats the purpose of having a fucking paywall. Anyway, the guy got sick of the guy real quick. And so anyway, these guys, who were these pods, they had Erok on, and they were reviewing like Opie's show or somebody's show. And I told us guys, I go, why don't you review Erok's Would You Kindly show? It's fucking horrible. I said, why don't you review that? So that's basically where it started. And then yesterday, somebody said, I forget even what happened yesterday, but they wanted me to do a show. They wanted me to review my brother's show, How Neil Feel. And I said no. I said no. Let's review Erok's show. I'd be glad to do that. I said let's do that first. And they, of course, they backed out because again, it's like guys trying to be tough, but people are always tough until it's not comfortable for them to be tough. So they'll shit on everybody, but we're not going to shit on anyone that might create blockage to Anthony Cumia because Cumia likes them because they shit on Opie's show. So they want to stay friends with Cumia, so they got to stay friends with Erok. So it's just typical double standard. Like they won't get bought out. They call it like it is until it's Erok's show, and then they're like, oh, we don't see no evil. It's all bullshit anyway. So I was like, fuck these guys, and then they were shitting on me, and I was like, I don't give a fuck. I'm like, review my show because then I'll review their show. They're they live in fucking Rochester, New York. That's like living in fucking, I don't know, like Scotland or someplace like that. It's cold and nasty up there. So fuck
Yeah,
them.
and all Scottish people are, as I think the media refers to it. But the thing you're gonna say about Who Are These Podcasts is I love the show and I listen to it, but I think that you should go on there because they seem to have turned their sights on to Chad Zumock.
Yeah, yeah, but Chad works for my. He works on my show. Why would I? Why would I go on their show if they're shitting on someone on my show? Shit on me or shit on Erok. It's like they go after easy targets, and they just everybody in Twitter, everybody in social media. Like I say about Twitter, everybody on Twitter, every dude on Twitter is a tough guy, and every woman's a whore. So in reality, women don't like to have sex, and guys never fight. But on Twitter, so these guys fill the bill perfectly. They're tough guys. until push comes to shove. It's like, review Erok show. Review the most unwatchable piece of shit that's ever been presented in the podcast form. But they won't do it because then, Erok will get mad and then he'll tell Kumia, and then Kumia will be like, oh, well, So I will not, I will do nothing. I will not do any of these, whatever. They can, I'm not going to, people are like, you should listen to them. They're shitting on chat. I don't give a fuck what they have to say. I won't even listen to this show once you put it out. I'm not going to listen to a fucking show about a show or about Chad. I already know about Chad. I know more about Chad than these motherfuckers. So, but I'm supposed to cater to them. Yeah. I'll do your show. Right. Yeah. I'll review my brother's show on your show. Right. Okay. Cause that's the kind of cuck I am. These guys, oh, we're tough guys, but oh no, we can't review Eroks because we're friends with Erok. Okay. Well then you're not tough guys.
There's been a rumor that the guy that hosts the Hughezy's podcast, Karl, is going to become the new co-host of the Anthony Cumia show.
Okay, that's great. Because I know Anthony Cumia is great. He's great at picking co-hosts. First he picked a straight up junkie. They picked a guy that nobody else would hire, and they paid him $8,000 a week. $8,000 a week. Nobody else would. They were negotiating they were negotiating against themselves. Nobody else was going to hire Artie Lang. They overpaid him by about $7,000 a week. So, and then they hired Dave Landau, who I told them was a gutless coward, and then he turned out to be a gutless coward. So let him pick the guy from Who Are These Pods. That would be I'm sure this guy will be turn out to be a complete whatever. First of all, he's not going to hire anybody to be a sidekick because he's a grown man. Anthony Cumia don't need a sidekick. He can just, first of all, he's moving to South Carolina. And second of all, he don't need a sidekick. He's at this point, he's not going to get another sidekick.
Well, based on the latest news going about, it sounds like Anthony would want to live in Georgia. But seeing as you mentioned the guy's name, Dave.
Now he's moving to Georgia.
Yeah, just because of the whole voter thing. That's the way he wants it.
Wait, he's not moving to South Carolina now? He's moving to Georgia?
No, he is moving to Carolina. I just bombed. That's okay.
Oh.
But